So here Pelzer has some arpeggios, and these arpeggios are in my 19th century arpeggio Bible, but I did write them out in Sibelius. I kind of redid them a little bit, reformatted them a little bit for two reasons. One is that this method book is, the images are copyright, and two is I just wanted to indicate what was happening in these a little bit clearer, because it's very interesting what Pelzer is indicating here. So if you look at the first arpeggio, number 81, you notice that there are three notes, three treble notes and one bass note. The bass note is indicated to be plucked with the thumb. I'm just going to turn around a little bit here. So the bass note is indicated to be plucked with the thumb. We just have a C chord with the left hand here. But the top three notes are indicated to be plucked with the middle finger. So how do we do that? Well, he actually tells us up at the top of the page that the fingers will go back like that. So you'll actually do very challenging, very interesting that in the 19th century we have arpeggio exercises like that. So in the arpeggio Bible that I did, I indicated each strum with an arrow, with a downward arrow, so that's very clear that you strum with that finger going backwards. Number 82 is even more challenging because it's more precise with which strings you pluck. You only pluck two strings going backwards. So it's really interesting to see these in a method book from the 19th century, and I think it's a great way to practice for the right hand. Really can help get it fired up, and doing motions that we kind of neglect sometimes a little bit. It can really help to get your finger moving from the bass. Sometimes classical guitarists can pluck a lot from the tip joints, and that can be, you can use that. It's definitely can have advantages, but I think especially if you're a beginner or an intermediate student of the guitar, I think it's a good idea to have a default pluck from the bass, the knuckle bass joint there. Instead of that, we get a lot more natural freedom. That's really how our hands like to work. You can probably feel, if you compare the difference between that and that, you should feel a lot more freedom and relaxed movement, natural movement from this rather than from that. So this, I think, encourages you to move from the knuckle joints, the base of the fingers there. So you can check out the arpeggios here, or get a hold of my arpeggio Bible as well, which has over 50 pages of arpeggios from different method books, all collected into one place. So have fun with that.